Are you a franchisor, whether early or established, looking for tips and tricks and fresh new ideas on taking your franchise company to the next level? I'm Angela Cote, and I call myself a franchise growth catalyst. I use my experience having grown up in the world of franchising, spending many years on the franchisor side of the franchise relationship, lots of time out in the field supporting franchisees, and then 18 years myself as a multi-unit franchisee. I'm super passionate about creating transformational impact to help franchise companies grow. If you are looking for ideas, we talk about anything from franchisee recruitment, how to find the best franchisees that are going to be the top performers in your brand, to how to support them to really optimize their output. We are more than open to hearing ideas and questions and suggestions. So reach out to me at angela@angelacote.com. Alrighty, let's get started with the Franchise Growth Catalyst podcast. Hello, Angela Cote here, and I'm back with another episode of the Franchise Growth Catalyst podcast. Now today I'm doing something a little different. I wasn't planning on recording this podcast, but I had a few extra minutes. I'm just waiting for my daughter while she is wrapping up her workday at her horseback riding stables, and had a few extra minutes and thought, you know what? I did not record a podcast this week, and I have a core value, as you may know, of action equals growth, and it's better to do something than nothing. So here we go. And hopefully this inspires you to do the same, to not overthink things. Progress over perfection. That's my disclaimer too. If this podcast isn't as good, well, I don't think I really try to make any of my podcasts perfect. So hopefully I am inspiring you to not overthink it and just do it. So today I thought I would share with you, just as I was thinking about what can I share with people that I get asked a lot. Lately, I still get asked a lot about LinkedIn. And I have to admit, I am a LinkedIn junkie. It's almost embarrassing how much I go on LinkedIn. I just love it. And I think that's because I'm a natural networker and a natural connector and relationship builder. And I love meeting people. But that doesn't mean you can't too. Okay. Even if you don't love those things, LinkedIn is there's so much low-lying fruit on there for when we're trying to attract people into our network in our business network. And whether that's to become a franchisee of your business or to work on your team or to partner with or to learn from, there's so much opportunity. People on LinkedIn are there to network. So keep that in mind and use the platform for that reason. And so what I thought I would do here is give you 3 tips. Maybe something else will come to mind, but for now I've got 3 tips on my mind that I thought I could share to help you when it comes to using LinkedIn to, attract your audience. And think about that. Who are you trying to attract? Of course, again, it could be franchisees, people to your team, whatever it is. I think if you just build up an audience and you know what you're looking for, you will attract it. So, and even if right now I'm trying to attract, people to work with for myself and my team, I've also found that's how we met a lot of our team members, is they saw what we were doing and wanted to join in on the fun. So keep in mind that it goes beyond just that singular thing you're trying to do, but that you're, putting yourself out there. So that's really what I'm getting at here, is that I am trying to encourage you to go on LinkedIn and put yourself out there. Whether you're the founder of a company or you are trying to, build up a personal brand, these tips will hopefully be helpful. So I'm going to be saying things you've probably heard before. I think that I'm probably just going to be reiterating some things, but hopefully giving you a little kick in the butt to actually go do it. So the first thing I'm going to say is to remember that the content, you don't want to always be promotional. And this is one of the things I see people do wrong the most. They're always promoting, buy a franchise, or buy my weight loss product, or buy my supplements, or whatever it is. Now, if you're selling franchises, it is appropriate to be selling franchises on LinkedIn. Or promoting them. That's totally fine. But you need to build trust first. So the first tip is that I always say, I've come up with, there's 3 types of content that we can be putting out there. And this really applies to all platforms. And maybe you've heard me say this before and I'm sounding like a broken record. But the first type of content that I think is the most important is the valuable educational content. So what can you be educating your audience on? So if you're a franchisor, it may be something that you like, it might be whatever your business is. So if you're in the carpet cleaning business, you might be like, I can educate people on carpet cleaning. But wouldn't it be more appropriate for LinkedIn if you educated people on what it's like to start a business or what it's like to be a small business owner, i.e. a franchisee? So pick something that you can be the authority on. It could be leadership, small business, how to, it could be sort of how to motivate staff and employees, that type of thing. Something that you're good at that is within the realm of business. So the first type of content is the educational. The second kind, I always like to say, is entertainment. And if you've been following me on social media, you know that I do a lot of this too, almost embarrassingly sometimes. But I think it's important to put entertainment, and that can be behind the scenes at your business. It could be something that you did, even if it's something like skydiving, and then you tie in a quote. And this is actually going to segue into my second point about to always tying in business, something relevant to the business world or the professional world on LinkedIn. But say it's skydiving, you could be like, being an entrepreneur often feels like we're jumping out of a plane and we're not sure if our parachute's going to open, right? So that would be entertaining, maybe a little bit educational, but entertaining. And then the third type of content in my first pointer is the promotional content. So if you're always promoting, you're not going to be building trust. But if you're using the educational aspect or approach, and the entertainment approach, you're going to start to build trust so that when people see the promotional things, the promotional posts, they're going to be more likely to take a look at it and sort of trust that what you have to offer is credible. Okay, so those are the 3 types of content. That's my first point. So educational, valuable content is number 1. Do that mostly. Number 2, entertainment. Number 3, promotional. When you're promoting, actually, I'll come into that in a minute. Well, let's go back to this. So the second point that I'm giving you right now, I'm all over the map. Hopefully this is making sense, is beyond, what type of content is that you should always tie it back to business or professional something or other or leadership. Again, I don't think it makes sense to go on LinkedIn and promote your pizza deal or promote your gym membership. If you're going on there and talking about your gym membership and why, and maybe putting a stat about people that are active, healthy leaders or active, healthy people are better leaders or they achieve more. And if you can come up with find a stat online about that, then that would be a way that you could promote a fitness, membership, like a gym membership or something like that. But it has to somehow tie back. There's got to be a little bit of business in there. If it's something about healthy eating or weight loss, again, can you tie that into achievement or productivity or something like that to make it more relevant for the LinkedIn platform? Okay, so the first one was about what types of content. My second pointer was about tying it into business. And my third one, this one I see and I just I just want to help people when I see this. And that is that I think people need to get more emotion into their posts on LinkedIn when they are promoting something. So for example, you might have a business profile page for your franchise and you use your personal profile and you share that post. We'll talk about it in your text and say, we started our business because we wanted to create a work opportunity for people who were tired of working for someone else and wanted to take control of their lives. And so we created this opportunity, reach out if you have any questions or you want to have a phone conversation about this, that emotion, why we created it, or how it feels to be a business owner. Are you someone who is feeling frustrated in your work? We have a solution for you, like getting some emotion into that. I'm also a huge fan and ambassador of core values. So you could tie that in when you're promoting the opportunity. Again, remember, we're not always promoting the opportunity. This is only maybe not even a third of the content should be this, right? We're going to do that educational stuff and we're going to do the entertainment. But when we are promoting, you could use core values and you could put a core value at the top. For us, one is action equals growth at AC Inc. So a post could start with that and then go to, working at AC Inc. We believe that, blah, 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 and does this sound like something you would like to do? Reach out if you're interested in joining our team, right? So we are bringing emotion into the post. It just doesn't have the same weight when you just stick it out there. So think about how you can get some emotion and how it feels and tie some core values or your purpose or your mission into the posts that you do that are promotional. Okay, those are my 3 main tips. And one little bonus reminder for you is make sure that your profile is meaty. When I get a connection request, I want to go see who that person is in case there's a reason that they're connecting. Maybe they're just connecting and building up their audience or whatever, but that's fine. But I want to see kind of who they are. And if their profile isn't really clear, then it might make me hesitate to connect. And if I see a post that I think is great and I think, yeah, I wouldn't mind connecting with that person. I go look who they are, what they do, and I can't get the answer because they don't have a very good profile, then I'm going to probably be less likely to want to reach out and connect. I want to see kind of their background. And remember this line, a confused mind always says no. So if someone looks at your profile and they're confused, they might say no to a connection or no to connecting with you. So that's just a little bonus tip. So I'll leave it at that for today. Now keep in mind, as you know, if you know me, I am a sucker for key takeaways. And I would love to know which one of these tips is the most helpful for you. If you can put it in a comment, if you're looking at this on social media, that would be amazing. Or send me a direct message. It's always really fun, I will be honest, and helpful for me to know what content is valuable for people so I know what to kind of keep doing and what not to keep doing. So please let me know your key takeaways. If you like this, also, we have an exponential growth tip that goes out every week. And I'm pretty proud to say that our open rate is above industry averages. And so what that tells us is that we're putting out good, quick tips. We try to keep it very value-driven, non-promotional, and just a quick tip that you can read within, a minute. And it's once a week. And it's on everything from, all the franchise content, but also lots of like mindset and leadership and just even for small business owners and just anyone in general. So maybe go check that out. It's on my website at angelacote.com. And you just scroll down to on the first page to the bottom left and you'll see the exponential growth tips sign up. All right, let's wrap it up here before my daughter gets out from her work day and is like, Mom, let's go home. I hope you are amazing. Go be awesome.